Hill figure, nigga. Come on in, kids. Thursday evening. All right. Stephen A. Smith has responded to Kwame Brown. We're going to talk about it. He responded earlier today on his show. What is it? Stephen A.'s World. I've never watched it. No disrespect. I know what he does. He does it well. And usually I let the audience chime in first by way of super chats, cash apps, and phone calls. I don't like to steer the conversation too early. I try to fall back and let other people have their say, and then I come in somewhere around mid-show to give my opinion. But not tonight. Not tonight. I have to talk to yous, and I have to talk to Mr. Stephen A. Smith, again, who is, I think, we call him the greatest sports announcer a little over a month ago, yes? No? I forget. I respect what he does, and I somewhat sort of like him. Cheers. Not that liking a person means a goddamn thing. I'm going to get down as I do on this microphone regardless. Okay, I want to correct him because he did a segment on Kwame Brown. The segment was trash. And Stephen A. Smith, we decide what is and what isn't a mic drop. Let me say that again. Stephen A. Smith, we decide what is or isn't a mic drop. That was not a mic drop, sir. You proved nothing. In fact, you reinforced what it is that Kwame Brown has been talking about thus far. And please, as a black man in America, yes, black man, regardless of a, mixed biracial, whatever, black man in America, please stop trying to push the narrative that Kwame Brown is angry that came out of your mouth. Please stop it. If he were angry, he would have ran down on you or something that would be a physical threat to you. He's just on social media, as we do, clapping at you. Also, I want to correct Stephen A. Smith. He called himself a scrub. He says, I admit that. No, sir, you're not a scrub. Allow me, the objective hater, to correct you. You're not a scrub. You're a player hater. You never played the game. You never made it to the big leagues. Regardless of some type of injury, you blew your knee out, whatever, some type of genetic defect, I don't know. Nor do we care. You never played the game. You're a player hater, not a scrub. So Kwame Brown has already responded. I'll get to that a little bit later. I haven't seen the actual full footage, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll stretch it out. I am Cloud Daddy, huh? Rugarani will be calling you shortly to bring me up to speed on some things. FBJ, sir, if you're calling in, please let me know because he was in Orlando, moving, shaking, and popping earlier, and he might not be available. Anyway, again, I want to approach this before I open up the phone lines. As an older man, proud of my age, 57 years of age, it was really sad to see Stephen A. Smith try to now enforce what he has been doing since Kwame Brown was a teenager, and that is attack the young man at one point in time. I don't know how old Stephen A. Smith is. I've got his notes here somewhere. If he's in his 50s, is he not? Can someone please let me know in the live chat? Either way, he's an older guy. As you get older, you should be more supportive, encouraging of the younger generation coming up, or if you have said something about a younger person, you try to offer enlightenment. What Stephen A. Smith did was hoe-ass shit on his show, Stephen A.'s World. That was hoe-ass shit, homie. I got to tell you, man. I was expecting you to come out and talk smooth and suave, to address what you said about the young man early on in his career and how you may have been, or even if you didn't want to say sorry or you apologize, whatever. Admit to what you may have said once upon a time when he was in a very tender stage could have been harmful to his mental growth. That's what this is about, homie. Not how many points he scored, the stats, yada, yada, yada. One thing that kills me with sports analysts and sports of today. And the reason why I don't fuck with sports of today. Why am I yelling? Hang on a second. Take a sip of water. Now, it's all about the rings and the championships. We know that. Big money. Capitalism. I'm a capitalist. I'm sorry, did you take notice of the old Philly colors? Huh? What bothers me today is you guys think that the stats are everything. Well, I can go back to some of the greatest NFL players ever. Archie Manning, Fran Tarkington, Otis Sistrunk, and a host of others. And some of these guys, especially Archie Manning, never got a ring. But he gave it his all when he played with what team, kids? Peyton Manning's father? Eli Manning's father? He was a beast. Never got a ring. So the stats are cute. It's great for conversation. Dan Marino, the quick release. Dan Marino was trash. He was not the guy that you wanted to go into a Super Bowl betting on. Duper, the quick release. Stats will tell you that Don Mattingly stepping to the plate. Trash, Don Mattingly. So the stats don't always tell the true story of someone's impact, importance, and their credibility. Again, Stephen A. Smith, you missed the point that so many of us are respecting about Kwame Brown. And that is that he played the game. He kept his mouth shut. Not because he's a punk, because he ain't no punk. Not by a long shot. No disrespect to Russell Westbrook. Somebody threw some ice on him. He's trying to get up in the stands to fight. Have you trashed Russell Westbrook yet, Stephen A. Smith? Trash that nigga. Trash that nigga with no ring. All that goddamn money he makes. Trying to get up in the stands to fight. You, sir, attacked a teenager. That was your come up. I'm not hating on your come up because I'm not a player hater. We always say, don't hate the player, hate the game. You ride people for a living. We get it. Kwame Brown pointed out that you don't ride white people the way you ride black people. Now, I know riding black people is more profitable. Hey, I've been there. I took some blood money. But you're older now. You're older now. You need to try and educate the babies. And who the fuck told you that weak-ass segment you did was a mic drop? That was trash, homie. Super trash. I'm sorry. Good evening, troll babies. How you guys doing? How you doing this evening? I haven't even taken a sip of my drink. The fuck am I thinking? Hey, salute to Paul. You sent in a Cash App late last night after the broadcast. We were talking about who's the better rapper. I don't want to get back into that now. Paul sent in a Cash App, said, Remy doesn't have a song with a snitch. That's a whole fact, sir. Thank you for your donation from last night. And thank you, Casey. Casey says, thanks for the CTG document links. Yes. I've got some more audio that I never released on people that I spoke to about the Jessica Reed. And I hate to keep saying the word, the R-A-P word. She was raped. please take note in those documents that I circulated. Those documents, came from Star. Again, and I hate to keep saying this, but Star broke the story. About a month and a half after I broke the story, I reached out to a guy to possibly shoot a documentary. And even his documentary came out, I think, a year later. So I was out there on an island by myself. But please take notice in those documents. Just let me go left for a second here, guys. What the medical examiner determined. Thank you for your donation, Casey. Let me get back to Stephen A. Smith, who has responded to Kwame Brown. His name is Kwame, not Kwame. Troll babies, yes, it's Kwame. Let's take it slow tonight, huh? I want to talk to yous. Got my olives, bear with me. That's the Guinea in me. Okay. Yeah. After all these years, Stephen A. Smith, you're so arrogant, condescending, and cynical, you still don't know the man's name. It's Kwame. Kwame. Not like Kwame, the rapper who had, what was that whole polka dots thing Kwame had back in the days, huh? I'm smoking a new brand of cigars that somebody sent me, and the draw is really tight. The draw is tight. I don't know if I can do this the entire night. Give me a second. I'm coming to the showrunner. Just give me a second. I just want to get some of this off my chest. Someone needs to give Stephen A. Smith the Player Hater of the Year award. You're a player hater, sir. You never played the game. Oh, do I love to hear niggas talk about, I could have went pro. I blew my knee out. Yeah, the ACLU and what is that, the AC something in the leg? We don't give a goddamn. Blame your mommy. Blame your pappy. But don't try and tell us you could have been one of the greats. Fuck out of here. T3 the polar bear, my nigga, I see you on the check-in. Give me a second, guys. I want to get on this old nigga flow. Yeah, old nigga flow. I got that nap in today. When I get the nap in, anything can happen. Stephen A. Smith, you need to come back and offer something different to the babies. These are babies out here looking to you to set an example. You're playing some old footage. We don't give a goddamn about that. You can do all that splicing and chopping and editing and tell a whole different goddamn story. What we, as content creators and social media engineers, trolls, what we expect from someone like you, an old nigga, you's an old nigga. We expect better from you. I expect better from you. I'm gonna hold you to it. You did not drop a mic, sir. You looked crazy. You damn near looked deranged. Never mind the people that you're caping for. Charlemagne already came back and admitted he was wrong and apologized. Charlemagne put that man's family's business out there. Keep Charlemagne's name out your mouth, Stephen A. Smith, unless you and Charlemagne are like, doing some old whatever, however together, I have not seen Kwame Brown's response to Stephen A. Smith. I just saw 3 minutes and then I got busy. I had to go to the drive-through liquor store. I had to make it to the drive-through liquor store, and I said, I'm going to get back to my nigga Kwame. But I can already tell you, not having seen it, his response is cool, calm, and collected. Troll babies, am I wrong? Before I bring in all that, calls and Cash App, am I wrong? Some of you saw it already. This is where you need to listen to an old nigga. And I'm as old as dust, kids. Look at me, huh? The Southern man doesn't jump out the window like niggas up north do and start talking about SMD. That's that bozo shit they do up north. The Southern man will talk to you. Or the Southern boy will talk to you and say, hey, let's touch him up. And you say, what? Let's touch him up. Come on. That means let's go in the parking lot. Let's go into the field. Let's go out in the yard. Put your dick beaters up. Let's touch them up. And they say it in a very calm demeanor. I learned that back in the 70s. Kwame Brown is a Southern man. His dialect, his execution, his approach. He's a Southern man. So he doesn't just go in on the attack. He'll let you talk until you cross the line. And then he'll let you know, hey, what'd you say again? Let's touch him up. Okay, now let's get to the showrunner, kids. Oh, I have to put all the blame on my new favorite IG page. According to hip hop. Look what I got today, kids. I got the yearbooks. Go into the community section. Get yourself one, huh? Support black publishers. These are young men. One of them is from the ATL Born and Raised, Mike, and I think Coop. Where's Coop from? This is a beautiful collection of data. A beautiful collection of data. Myself, a former magazine publisher from 1992 until 1997. Publishing is so important. A very wise man once upon a time told me, if I can ramble for a second, Richard Green from the Crown Heights Youth Collective told me, Star, publish or perish. I never forgot that. And then when I got myself my first book deal, what was that book called? Raise Your Own Fucking Kids. I took the money and gave him nothing, but then I came out with my own book a couple years later. Anyway, the point is, this yearbook has so much information in it, according to hip hop. And the showrunner is one of their new polls. Who's the better rapper, Joe Budden or Logic? That's a serious question. Now, I can't join that conversation. I'm too biased. For the most part, I'm objective, but on that particular conversation, I'm too biased. I can't offer you anything. Joe Budden's my guy. I like Joe. I've been calling him Bipolar Joe for years. I respect his intellect, his execution, his understanding of the craft, the genre, some would say culture of hip-hop. But Joe Budden on his new episode of the Joe Budden podcast, and let me say salute to, what is his name? Is it Ish? Let me say salute to that nigga. Joe Budden was playing some type of audio on the new episode of Logic, breaking down Joe Budden's lyrics to his, I think his biggest hit, I could be wrong, Pump It Up. That was my jam. fuck what y'all talking about. That was my shit. Dun, 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 dun. Loved it. Anyway, so there's some history there, folks. I don't know the full history, but they have been going back at it. Yes, no, troll babies, help me out. That's not a troll question. It's a legitimate question because Logic, don't get it twisted, has got a fan base. Now, don't try and use the word cult hero. That's an old term that no longer applies in today's internet-driven game. Adam Ant, one of my favorite entertainers from the 80s, once upon a time said, a cult hero is a polite word for a loser. Logic is not a loser. Logic is winning. I don't know his catalog, I'll be honest with you. Troll babies, anybody know Logic's catalog? Oh, he's got a fan base. Don't get it twisted. I don't know Russ's catalog, but I fuck with Russ heavy. He's from Jersey. I'm half Neapolitan. I think Russ is Sicilian. I think that's a legitimate question. They have this on their Facebook page right now, pardon me, according to Hip Hop. And the poll is still open. Now, earlier today, they had like 2,000 votes, and Logic was leading. Logic was leading. According to Hip Hop. Mike, are you out there, sir? Do you want to call in now? I spoke to Mike a half an hour ago from according to Hip Hop. He said, hey, man, Joe Budden's catching up. Let me text him now. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, guys, I'm sitting here rambling, and my rider's on the line. Is this the Rory Slayer? Niggas is talking about you put Rory in a coffin. The fuck?
Hey, Star, how are you? I don't want to talk about that body just yet, just in case the feds are listening.
Oh, now listen, Rory's my guy. It's my guy. Rory supported me. I met him in person. But they're talking really crazy in the comments. I mean, and I'm not looking to do anything back and forth, but you really got one off last night, yeah? Shit.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been sort of letting Rory run amok, and by run amok, I've just been letting him say and, you know, carry on, and because he seems like he's a little hopped up sometimes, so I just try to let him, you know, run himself out, tire himself out. But last night I just had enough, you know.
Okay.
And I had to smoke on that Rory pack one time.
If you ask me,
Yeah.
you did the rope-a-dope on Rory. That was the rope-a-dope. That's what that was. Hold on.
Rory was literally stunned. If you go back and you listen, multiple people have time-stamped it. If you go back and you listen, Rory is literally stunned. He's punch drunk because he doesn't know whether to honestly answer the question and then it's like a switch goes off in his brain. He's like, wait a minute, I can't answer that question. I almost tricked him.
And the question was, how big is her penis? Because he was talking about his black girl that he hangs out with from time to time. Okay, anyway, let's move on, Ronnie. I want to come back to a few things a little bit later. Stephen A. Smith has responded to Kwame Brown. I don't like to usually jump out the window so early in the conversation because I don't want to influence other people's opinions. But I found Stephen A. Smith's response to be trash. What say you? Is Ronnie's phone
yeah, I'm here. I think Stephen oversold this response because I found it to be very lackluster. He had an entire week to formulate a response after first implying that he wasn't going to respond because he felt that Kwame had, a right to speak. But he began by trying to frame all of the talk about Kwame as strictly professional and not at all personal. And he even name dropped Charlemagne, which wasn't very smart because referencing Charlemagne debunks his overall position, which is that, everyone limited their comments to his career. And even Charlemagne acknowledged that he jumped out the window and apologized. And he went as far as to say, speaking about Charlemagne, according to the rumors, the victim was buried alive. I don't know if it's true, but I reached out to my father. No part of that has anything to do with Kwame's career. So he started off with BS.
Yeah.
I also found it very hypocritical of Stephen to characterize Kwame as mad and ranting and mock the attention.
He used the word angry. And let me just say this. That is such a falsified statement. I myself have dealt with that over the decades. Coming in from New Jersey, if I can just ramble for a second here, Ronnie, working in corporate America. I worked at WEA, Electra, Atlantic, Asylum. And because I was confident, conceited, and convinced, sometimes they labeled me, that terrain, he's a little too angry or high-strung. The fuck? I didn't like that. Go ahead. The whole angry thing.
Right. And so he tried to characterize him as mad and rambling and mock the attention. But I found that to be hypocritical because, after all, Stephen A. Smith is a man who's somewhat built his career ranting and raving. Yeah. So if he's going to characterize Kwame as ranting and mad and attention-seeking, what does that make Stephen A. Smith?
A player hater.
Beginning that
he's a player hater. Never played the game. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, Kwame has said from the beginning that his speaking up has zero to do with anyone's opinion of his career. Yeah. It boils down to the way in which they have relentlessly disparaged his worth and disrespected him, which leads to his more broader point about the way that mainstream platforms are used to emasculate and tear down black athletes and entertainers. Yeah. And he said many times, this isn't just about Kwame Brown. There's a documented pattern here, and every attempt he has made to sort of refocus the discussion back to that point, all the parties involved have attempted to deflect from it. You got Jamel Hill and Charlemagne, inserting themselves and allegedly quoting TV series and doing Ancestry.com reports on him. You got content creators trying to line him up to get booted from YouTube. You got Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes challenging him to a physical altercation. All this bravado and clownery, and still none of it, none of the parties involved have the audacity to address the issue he's trying to bring to light.
Right. If I can just put this on the table, I know this is going to sound crazy, but just bear with me. The shit that I had done in my younger years was really just obnoxious behavior. But I have manifested. I like who I am. I've always liked myself. I'm on my own dick. And I'm so full of myself, there's no room for the theory of God. But, who I was once upon a time, especially back in the 80s, I'm different now. And Stephen A. Smith did not address anything in his trash response, to say, hey, Kwame, man, good to see you. Brother, good to see that you've saved your money. Brother, good to see that you are playing whatever game that was with his son, his teenage son. Brother, good to see that you still have a big-ass house, which is probably paid for, I'm sure. He said none of that. Hold on a second, guys. I feel like rambling. Got that nap in. And Ronnie, can you remind me to talk about, please, don't forget before you get off the line, a female who is still mad at me till this day. We did so much coke back in 1985 together, and she's mad at me now, still in 2021, because I sold her mother's wedding ring. God forgive me.
Jeez.
To get to get an 8-ball.
Yeah, I'm not surprised she's still mad. She's going to die mad.
I didn't make her do it. We ran out of Coke. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. Why am I telling this stupid story? And I said, hey, I know where we can get something on credit. Do you have any jewelry? She then said, oh, I got my mother's wedding ring, but I don't want to lose it. I said, well, they're not going to pawn it. They're going to take it, Long story short, she gave it to me. I got the Coke. We sniffed Coke for another, 13 hours. And that was her decision. Hang on a second. Hold on a second. I can't believe I told you people that goddamn story. Where is 678? Hold on. We got a power pack show tonight. Mike, according to hip hop. Mike, are you there, sir?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, man, good to hear from you. You have got probably one of the hottest Instagram pages right now, Facebook pages. You posted 7 hours ago or 8 hours ago, Joe Budden versus Logic. You guys said who is more lyrically skilled. Where is this poll right now, and where do people go to vote, please?
All right, well, you can go to Facebook and go to According to Hip Hop to go ahead and vote. But, yeah, the post is at about 5,500 votes right now.
Yeah. And
right now, Joe Budden is winning 53% to 47%. So that puts Joe Budden at 2,900 plus votes, where Logic's at 2,500 something votes. And it's crazy because Logic was beating him earlier, and then it got real close, and then Joe started edging him out a little bit. Yeah, but I guess Joe fans just then got on According to Hip Hop and just start, putting in their votes for Joe Budden.
Has Joe
in the comment section are debating about it too?
I'm sorry. Has Joe Budden or Logic chimed in on this, or are they just sitting back and watching?
I guess they're sitting back and watching. I haven't seen either one of them chime in on it.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. So this poll ends when exactly?
This poll is going to end in like 15 hours. So I guess that will put us at about like around 2 or something tomorrow.
Okay.
Something like that. 1 or 2 tomorrow.
2 p.m.? PM?
Yep. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep. So about 15 hours to vote. But, yeah, like I said, it's already 5,500 something votes in. And Joe Budden has a pretty strong lead. He's up by like 400 something votes. But that shit can change.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen crazy changes.
Yeah. You and Coop called in to my show last week. Thank you for being sponsors. Tell them about your yearbook. I have a copy here. Please promote this.
Yeah. Got the copy to start. And basically, the According to Hip Hop yearbook is, we capsulated the whole year because I know in the digital era, like hip-hop history is just, it just goes so fast. Like, we forget about what happened, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. So we figured that we would just take all the data that we were accumulating from everybody that was chiming in on our page and put it in one book. So, you can go get that and just have it on your shelf. So whenever somebody tells you such and such didn't happen in 2020, you can pull out the book and be like, yeah, I got it right here. It really did happen.
Yeah. Hey,
so we can get that on Amazon.
Okay. Hey, man.
My bad. I was going to say you can get that on Amazon and have it right away.
Yeah, I want to thank you for taking my suggestion. Not that I want any props or credit, but you and I, when you called in, you and Coop last week, I just suggested, why don't you guys do who was a hotter video vixen? You did who's hotter, Melissa Ford or Gloria Velez? Gloria Velez actually retweeted that on, pardon me, not retweeted. What's the term, Ronnie? She reposted it on Instagram. Gloria Velez.
Yeah. Shout out to her, too. And shout out to you.
Okay. So with regards to, again, this particular poll, do you have a personal favorite? Or are you just falling back and letting other people chime in? Do you have a favorite, Joe Budden or Logic? Who's the better rapper?
Oh, between these two, man, I got Joe Budden in this one. And I understand where some people feel like Logic might be a little, more, lyrical. He does that whole lyrical miracle individual stuff, but I just don't really feel Logic's music like that. Like the whole Mood Music mixtape series that Joe had, like I feel where Joe's coming from a little bit more, and I know Logic was clowning Joe on Pump It Up or whatever, but Logic ain't got no Pump It Ups, does he?
Well, hang on a second now, because Logic has a Everybody album. Is it Everybody album?
Yeah.
It's supposedly a classic. I'm not saying it's not, but okay. Ronnie, can you chime in? I have Mike on the line from According to Hip Hop. Ronnie, who's the better rapper, Joe Budden or Logic? You're on the spot, Ronnie.
I'm gonna have to go with Joe because just like him, I'm really not aware of Logic like that in terms of his catalog, his discography. I know that he has a very, very big and broad fan base, but I'm just not a part of it. And if I'm going to be really honest, I can't name you one Logic song.
Okay.
So by default, I'm going to have to go with Joe.
Well, now, hang on a second, Ronnie. Can you name a Slaughterhouse song? Can you name a Slaughterhouse song? I can't.
No, I can't, but I can name you a bunch of Joe Budden songs. And Pump It Up is not one of them. I don't even think I'm not going to go there, but I just think that Joe is the better rapper. But I do think that even if Joe wins, if it's by a small enough percentage, he's going to be very triggered by this poll.
As he should be.
I was hoping that Joe would come out of retirement and just put a diss record out on everybody. Kevin Hart, all these guys. Like, just do it. Why not?
Yeah. I would love to see Joe come out with a diss track on Mal and Rory. Oh, that would be fire. What do you think, Mike? That would be fire? No?
Oh, yeah. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
Okay.
I'm sure Joe has a lot to get off his chest. And why not do it in the medium that we know him from originally? Because he can rap.
Right.
And I think a lot of people forget that Joe can rap.
Yeah. Now, listen, Joe's my guy. Most people know that. I can't, chime in on this particular poll because it wouldn't be objective, But I have heard some Logic tracks. I think he's got some heat. Logic has some heat, but keep me posted, Mike, via text, man, or email, whatever, with regards to the status of this poll. And tomorrow, you said roughly around 2 p.m. you'll have the results in, yes?
Yep. We'll have the finals, but, from what I'm seeing right now, it's looking like Joe's edging it out. And if people want to go vote themselves, they can go on According to Hip Hop on
Team Half-Breed. Let's go.
And, we'll post the results on our Instagram and everything, too.
Mike, good to talk to you, man. And let's get you and Coop on the line next week to talk about other things that are going on with According to Hip Hop, all right?
Okay, cool. And that DMX drops at midnight, so we're going to be talking about that on our YouTube channel tomorrow. So.
Nice. I'll promote that for you in my community section. Thank you, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mike checking in from According to Hip Hop. They have great polls. You guys have seen me do some polls here on the show over the last couple of weeks. All right, let's open up the floodgates with regards to the main topic. Stephen A. Smith responds to Kwame Brown. I have already jumped out the window, something I don't usually do. I think that Stephen A. Smith's response was trash. I'm disappointed in him. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, right now. I don't like the fact that he's still trying to push this narrative that Kwame Brown is angry. That was some sucker shit. I thought I saw somebody from 917 on the check. I thought I saw a Brooklyn nigga somewhere. Wait a minute, guys. 646. I'm going to go to area code 347, just a random call until I find one of my other donators. Are you there? 347, good evening. 347.
What's up, Star? This is FU2. What it do?
Hey, what up, man? How you? Thank you for your support.
I'm trying. I donated too. I just want to let you know. You're going to see it in the super chat later.
Salute. It's cracking, man.
But yeah. As far as Stephen A., that nigga, he been a clown. Like, that nigga be I remember he was getting at a quarterback from Ohio State saying that he's a runner, and then everybody who watched him play knew he was a passer. Like Stephen A. He doesn't, like with boxing, he doesn't even watch the sport, but he comments.
Wow.
He's one of those type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting that Kwame, and it's like years of evidence of you shitting on him since he was a baby.
Yeah.
Like now being an older man, like he was shitting on babies. If that was my son, you know what I mean? Like, and then on top of that, then I didn't watch this whole video because I just saw he was playing clips, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch this stupid shit. But just listen to him saying he's gonna get back at Kwame. He like, yo, you getting at him? Like, oh, you making all these videos, but you're not addressing the shit he's saying. He's doing what exactly you say. You're not addressing the issues.
Facts. Come on.
And then on top of that, I used to listen to Stephen A. radio show on ESPN, New York radio back in the day. The white boy checked him for saying white boy on the air, and he just fell. He just was like, oh word, damn, I ain't looked at it like that. He was too stupid to know that keep calling white people white boy in front of a grown ass white man, he gonna get checked. He got checked. You know what I mean? Like he that type of nigga. He a different type of nigga. He's not like, I don't know. He may be from Queens, but he a different type of nigga.
Well, hang on a second, Ronnie. I need some help here. Is Stephen A. Smith from the Bronx? His family is either Bayesian.
No, he's from Queens. He's from Queens.
Okay, are you sure? I thought it was the Bronx. You sure, Ronnie? Google, please.
Yeah. It's Queens.
Okay, his family is West Indian, if I'm not mistaken, some type of Bayesian something.
St. Vincent or something.
Yeah. They fought no wars. Let's be clear. They fought no wars. If he were Haitian...
So, can I ask you a question?
Hang on. If he were Haitian...
All right, my bad.
If he were Haitian, he could talk that gully man shit, and we would have to respect it.
True.
Stephen A. Smith is not cut from that cloth where people got out there, and they fought the British and all that shit. Ronnie, what do you got? What do you got, Ronnie?
True.
He was born in the Bronx and raised in Queens.
Okay. His family?
His parents were originally from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mentally enslaved.
Go on, Queens.
Go ahead. FU2 is cracking. Let's go.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever see that video of Stephen A. being trained by a boxing trainer?
I forgot. It didn't really resonate.
But you like, seriously, you got to see this. He throws punches like he'd never been in a fight in his life, and this was like about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
This is the same dude shitting on NBA players.
Yeah. Sir, listen, I don't want to talk about people's families, but, he comes from that line of people who they look down upon African Americans, and they have been enslaved by the British. I'm a British subject. Damn you. Go ahead.
And I think he's like one of like he's the only boy of like 6 sisters, or like 2 boys and 6 sisters. So I don't know. I don't want to even get into the family. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not going to do what they do to,
right.
But it's just like just him shitting on people. And I've always felt like that about Stephen A. Like, yo, why are you shitting on so many people? Like, damn, just talk to sport. Like him and Skip Bayless, all that bullshit. I turn off the TV.
Well, I'm not mad at him for shitting on people because, shitting on people is very profitable. But,
deservingly so.
As you get older, you have to say, hey, I did some bozo shit once upon a time. And what he did to Kwame Brown, if you ask me, when he was in his teens, was bozo shit. I'll give you the last word, man. You sent it a donation, please.
You also did it to a bunch of other players. But other than that, I'm listening to the show. I got Logic over Joe Budden. I never heard a Logic song, but I heard him freestyle on Swing. And he's more technically sound than Joe Budden to me.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
FU2, thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, we got ourselves a discussion tonight. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Guys, I'm doing promotion this week for Goddess Pots. On the screen, www.goddesspot.com. Send me a screenshot of your purchase, and I'll give you 2 weeks promotion free here on the Star Report, whether it's pinning your information at the top of my comments on the rebroadcast or posting your banner in the community section. You can call in, promote your platform, your business, or your services, okay? There's the website, www.goddesspot.com. Ronnie, hold on a second. I got to go to Cash App. Theo, got your donation, sir. Thank you very much. Azura Black, thank you. Mother F, Stephen A. Smith, okay. Quasi, how are you, sir? Got your donation? Psych L, he says, nobody a bigger hater than you. That's a whole fact, my nigga. That's a whole fact. But I'm not a player hater. Not a player hater. Stephen A. Smith, Psych L, and again, salute to you on that donation, my nigga. Stephen A. Smith, player hater. Never played the game. Huh? Talking all that fly shit about the stats and the numbers, but he never got out there got out there and got busy hard in the paint, you know? That was cute, the little compilation of Kwame Brown's, eras. I saw a compilation of Shaquille O'Neal, missing free throws years ago. Damn! You would think that Shaq was one of the worst NBA players ever, but such was not the case. Shaq was a beast, a problem, and a champion. Go ahead, Ronnie, jump in there. What do you want to say?
Yeah, and that was really petty, and it didn't serve any purpose because everybody has bloopers. Everybody has lowlights. You know, he's focusing so far back in the past in this man's history. While he's looking back there, maybe he could find his hairline, Stephen A.
Oh, shit.
I just thought that was really silly.
I'm looking for 917. Where's 917? I sent you a text message, 917. Are you calling back in? Psykel, thank you again, man, for your donation. Salute to you. Theo. Oh, academics disrespected Florida boy Jay? Send me the link, Theo. FBJ, did academics come at your neck? You popping like that, FBJ? Thank you, Theo, if that's a real donation. Mark says Stephen A. Smith on the sucker bussy boy shit. Yeah, I agree. And this is not about, just taking Kwame Brown's side. Is it Karomo? Thank you, sir. He says facts. Thank you. Troy, how are you? Budden and Logic are even, respectfully. Monty, got your donation. Where's Monty? 313. Hey, Ronnie, I hate to keep putting pressure on you. Can you remind me to promote Monty Woodgrain before tonight is over? Monty Woodgrain, a classic video about Umar Johnson. Put some respect on Monty Woodgrain's name. 313, are you there? Is that a different Monty? Monty, are you there?
Oh. No, this is Monty from Detroit, Star. What up, though?
What up, big nigga? How you feel, man?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. Salute. First got to give a shout-out to Kwame, giving a shout-out to the brothers from Detroit like Jalen Rose, who was real.
Sir, you sent in a donation, but please don't do shout-outs. You know I don't do that. Please, don't do that, man. Come on.
Well, I'm saying salute to Jalen.
Salute.
Because he actually took up for Kwame back then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, he took up, and he was showing back then how they were disrespecting the man, calling him a bus and everything. And if you look back at those old videos, it'll show where Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith end up together when Jalen Rose should have been on that. First take should have been probably Jalen Rose and Skip. But it seems like when Stephen A. was going on that rant about Kwame and everything, then, that's when Jalen Rose then went off on Skip,
yes,
saying, you was a bust, you didn't play. And then, it was a big falling off from that. Regarding tonight, what Stephen A. Smith and ESPN did, total lost respect for the network.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, as an old nigga, you would have figured like, hey, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have been on that brother because, I got a boy from South Carolina. He has a saying, it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. and the mere fact
Let's go.
The mere fact that Stephen A. called out all those other cats, including, Charlemagne, who he didn't acknowledge what Charlemagne was wrong when he took it personal and called my man family business out. He just doubled down and proved what Kwame been saying all this week. So to me, he lost even more respect when he could have just said, hey, I was wrong calling my man a bust. Because at the end of the day, if you can make $65 million and still play 12 years in the league and not get set down after your first year, hell, any of us will sign up for that and be a bust.
If I can jump in and say this, yesterday I came at J. Cole's neck, who is not a 17-year-old, not a number one draft pick. He's a very successful musician who attempted to play professional basketball. He was trash, 5 points, a bunch of air balls, traveling, and it's a whole bunch of crazy shit. And I stand on that. And there's no comparison. Again, Kwame Brown was a teenager. He needed people to enforce what he was trying to accomplish, to nurture and to possibly groom him. Stephen A. Smith mentioned none of that on his Stephen A's World show. He had the last word. Go ahead.
One of the things that we've never heard no one talk about is where is all the scouts and all these other behind the scenes guys for a franchise that made him a number one pick. If he was so bad he couldn't do this and couldn't do that, how the hell you just go to being the number one pick? Because that's the case, we can go up in Rutgers or come on the west side of Detroit and grab some brothers off the court and make it in the league. But no one seems to address that. And so, I always found that was ironic that he always continued with that narrative. But where's all the scouts? I mean, it's before a brother even makes it to the lottery, there's a lot of scouting and behind-the-scenes work for you to even get invited to the draft.
Okay.
So that just blows that away as well.
Gotcha. Now, hang on, man. Before you go, I appreciate your support. Who's the better rapper, Joe Budden or Logic?
Joe Budden all day.
Tell us why.
I've been rocking with Joe for a minute. I've always liked Joe. Just been my dude. So, little favoritism.
Okay, well, listen, I can't call it tonight. I don't want to be biased. I like Joe as well, but I don't know Logic's catalog. From what I'm hearing, he's got a serious catalog. Can you try to be objective? Do you know any Logic songs? I hear he's got some heat.
You guys. I'm not really on him as well, but I'm a little biased with Joe. I'm just saying I rock with Joe more than Logic. I got some partners that love Logic.
Are you a hip hop fan, sir? Do you know hip hop?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you name a Slaughterhouse track that was fire?
A Slaughterhouse?
That's what I just said, sir. Don't Google it. You got 3 seconds. 3,
no.
2.
You said Slaughterhouse? I'm not sure on a Slaughterhouse.
Okay. Thank you, man, for your donation. Have a great evening. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay, peace. That was my homie Monty. Well, I should say homie. I don't know him. Guys, go to Monty Woodgrain on YouTube. He did a video of a comedy sketch or skit of Dr. Umar Johnson trying to win at the poker or slot machine in Vegas. Anybody know what I'm talking about in the live chat? Oh, my goodness. And Lennon Honor finally did a video on Dr. Umar Johnson as well. Theo, I got your other donation. He says, Joe and Logic, what the fuck? Terrible picks for verses. Well, sir, it's a poll. It's not necessarily a versus battle. Ronnie, when you and I spoke earlier, you said I should put Joe Budden versus Logic on some cloud chasing shit, yes?
Yes, why didn't you do that?
Stephen A. Smith's response to Kwame Brown, I said, let's go with that in the title. But that was a great suggestion. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you so much. All right. Sam got your donation. He says, "Sup, big nigga. Love the content." Thank you, sir. I'm just, a dropout from Jersey. John Blaze, he says, "Peace to a real nigga left-handed." Left-handed has got some heat. I think his new album drops tomorrow. Thank you, John Blaze, for all that information you dropped the other night when we had that conversation with regards to China. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg got your donation. Thank you, sir. Mark got your donation. Where's Mark? He's in the line. Area code 908. Where's Mark? Mark, is that you? Mark. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Star.
Hey, how are you, man?
Star, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear
sir. Thank you for your support. What's cracking?
me? Hey, what's going on, Star?
Hey.
Hey, man, just wanted to chime in. I'm with you on the Stephen A, man. He should have definitely came off as more of an OG.
Yeah.
He should have definitely paid the position of, let me be the old. I mean, the guy, what is he, like 53, 54, whatever he is?
No.
I mean, I'm 46 myself, but you definitely come off as an OG. But here's the thing, too, as it relates to Stephen A. Again, he's a character. His shows are produced. Now, remember, there was Stuart Scott. Remember Stuart Scott? And,
I interviewed
respected that. I'm not trying to disrespect.
I interviewed him. Go ahead.
I'm not trying. So I'm not trying to disrespect him, but he was ESPN's guy.
Yeah.
He was the only black guy making any real money at that time. I think he was making like $4 million a year. And now Stephen A. is the highest paid black guy there. Mike Wilbon is the closest, but he's their guy. So what they do with him, to me, is they help create what they want to be the perception of the black man. And I think that's why he did this whole thing like, oh, I'm a stand 10 toes down on this. And Kwame Brown, you're bad, you're terrible, that's what you were, I'm going to give you stats. And he took that position. It's just unfortunate. He had a real opportunity because his only play to flip this around and to take this heat off him would have just to come out as the OG.
Yeah.
But he chose, like you said, the sucker route. So it is what it is.
If I can just add to what you're saying, listen, I can sit here and go viral every other week. I know how to do it. I could just go ape shit, black the fuck out. But I've gone I've gone viral so much over the years. It doesn't even impress me at this point in time. I find more resolve in trying to assist, somebody else who's trying to come up and who doesn't understand the epistemology or certain things to assist them. I thought he failed. I thought it was trash, and it was not a mic drop. But go ahead.
Yeah, and as you should. I mean, you've earned, like they say, you've earned your leisure. You've made the right choices in life, so you don't need to. I know you like to clout chase a little something to keep yourself relevant because you're a businessman. But the point.
No, sir, not relevant. A factor. Damn.
What'd you say?
Not relevant. I don't ever want to be relevant in hip hop. A factor. Go ahead.
Okay. I feel you. Definitely an influencer. I got you. But yeah, as you should, because when you get to a certain age, it's about hurting. You know what I'm saying? You're here to give now. You've done what you did. You've been through your stages in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Hey, and real quick on the Joe Budden thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Budden.
Sir, please don't make me hang up on you. We don't do shout outs. Get it
Yeah,
right.
my fault.
Get it right.
My bad. Look, that's like brain patterns where you just say that word. But
you're a New York nigga. That's what New York niggas. You say something slick and they say yo shout out. Knock it off. Come on, finish up.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, because all your life you hear it, right? You listen to the radio, all the DJs. I mean, that's all you got. So it's like they beat it into your brain.
Go ahead.
So when you get in that mode, you say it. But yeah, as far as Joe Budden now, I also think he should have laid low on this whole jumping on this train with Kwame Brown and getting at Charlemagne, just because again, even his situation with what he just went through was a little bit suspect. Again, I don't know all the details. I don't know any of these guys. I respect him, and I was a fan of his podcast, but I think he should have laid low. I don't think he should have just jumped on this train.
Okay.
But again, I know this is a hot topic, so it is what it is. But
thank you,
appreciate
man.
your time, Star.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. You have a good
Yes,
night.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Ronnie,
Okay,
shut.
Okay, all right. Hang on a second. Yeah, them New York niggas. Yo, shout out to the OG, and then they say some slick shit. Fuck your shout out. Don't shout me out. Can't stand niggas who do shout outs. When I first got on the radio, kids, in March of 2000, within less than 6 months, we had a funeral for the shout out. Was it less than 6 months or maybe with 8 months? And we had Reverend Al Sharpton read the eulogy on the Star and Buckwild show. And I wouldn't let people do shout-outs on the Star and Buckwild show. Do you know why? Troll babies? You know why. Because of hoe-ass niggas in the projects in the 5 boroughs who were snitching on me. Calling the station. Yo, he's a cop. That's the nigga with the DEA jacket, the walkie-talkie. Fuck out of here, bunch of rats. Oh, shit. 707 on the check-in. Good evening.
John Blaze on his damn check-in. Hey.
Yes, sir.
I just want to preface, my nigga, Star.
Come on.
I just want to, preface I ain't going to take up too much of your time, right?
Come on.
But I don't want to preface my comment on the real nigga left-handed because we can go back to, episode 1050, that left-handed, when the conversation was about when Stephen A. got that goddamn $8 million check from ESPN.
Right.
Well, it was less than a year ago. The conversation was he's the greatest of all time. That nigga called in and said, the hell to the fuck no. And you got to go ahead and put some respect on that nigga game.
Right.
So we'll go ahead and finish it right there, right? Let me give you some information about Stephen A. that I know factual.
Come on.
For fact, Stephen A. started with a show on Fox, okay, called, I think it was the best damn show, period, with Tom Arnold, okay, Rosie O'Donnell's former husband, okay?
Right,
it was a sports show, and it was very successful, and it was a competitor. Stephen A. was making appearances on there, and somehow, moving long story short, he became, an analyst with ESPN with cold pizza. He came in shortly with cold pizza, but the issue was with Stephen A. was that the things that he was not being called upon took one nigga, and it was that nigga Brown. You see what I'm saying? He came out and exposed him as you could call as a corporate elite. You see what I'm saying? Because Jalen Rose couldn't call it. Hey, I ain't trying to check no niggas out here because all these real niggas is calling in here, and the Oakland niggas going to invalidate what these real niggas are saying because Jalen Rose, the original conversation was about Chris Bosh, to which the conversation at the table, they say that the entire conversation was not about Kwame Brown.
Right.
He came in as another example, but it was Skip Bayless constantly referring to Bosh as Spice Bosh. That's what Rose was fighting for. Rose, the conversation came in as Kwame Brown because Stephen A. on the following show, there was a second follow-up to it, right? And Stephen A. participated in it because the original conversation between Jalen Rose and Skip Bayless, right, was questioning his credibility, like you said. But like you said, Stephen A. didn't explain nothing at all. He was more not even apologetic.
Yeah.
It was as if he was still bootlicking for corporate America who served his check. There's so much going on right now with Stephen A. Just Not Brown is your boy Watson out of Texas, okay?
Right.
You got the white dude. You got all these issues coming up. Pretty soon, I'm gonna tell you this on some real game right now.
Come on.
Stephen A. within maybe the next 5 years or 8 years is going to be in front of a judge in front of some handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit.
Whoa.
Right?
John Blaze, where you going? Let's not put something on him that's not,
I'm not putting nothing on him.
No. Where we going?
I'm saying that like any other corporate, bootlicker. Okay? Because his position is now where the individuals who are affected, such as Kwame Brown, such as all the other players who he degrades for the benefit of the corporate dollar. You see what I'm saying? Because his Brown argument, you got to go back to his argument.
All right, now hang on a second. John Blaze, did you see the video? Let's start there. Let's go back to that with
yes.
Stephen A. Smith today clapping at Kwame Brown.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on
that? Yes,
that?
I have. My thoughts is that he refused because his persona is to not apologize or not to be apologetic for anything that he says. That is what his personification is. You see what I'm saying? So for him, because you got to remember, corporate America, after Kwame Brown, went ahead and said, look, we got the how many years they have to go to college. You cannot come directly out of high school. You see what I'm saying? They could have stopped at that, right? So what Brown's argument is that Stephen A. was a tool at that time to do those tours, those college tours.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? To which he did.
Yeah.
It was on ESPN. I watched Stephen A. just as much as anybody else, but I'm a sports fan.
Okay.
But like I
And
said,
then hang on a second, John Blaze. I don't mean to cut you off, but I do have to at least throw this in the mix here. I would have liked to have seen Stephen A. Smith. He didn't have to kiss ass. Okay, you don't want to take the high road. I get it. But it would have been nice to say, hey, man, you're in your feelings. I said what I said. I'm going to update what I said. If I offended you, hey, my bad, pardon self. All of that, New York stuff that niggas say, yo, pardon self, fam.
right.
Everything but but I'm sorry. New York
Right.
nigga, Stephen A.
And he's
Smith
from
is
Harlem.
a New York nigga from Bronx, Queens. They know how to say everything but
Well,
sorry.
he's from-
Hey, hang on. Even Star. When I played those Aaliyah sound effects. Don't hate the come up. I got on the microphone and I said, hey. I never said sorry. I said, hey, if I offended you, I hope you get over it. I hope you get over it. It was some real sucker shit. But, they know how to say up in the northern tri-state area something other than I'm sorry. I would have liked to have seen Stephen A. Smith say, hey, man, I'm willing to jump on a plane and come down to the ATL and have lunch. Do you want to do that? That would have been that G shit. I'll stop everything to jump on a plane, Kwame, and come buy you lunch. If we're talking about black pride, black salvation, black love, black unity, that's what you have to do now. You're clapping at a man who's on social media, and he's got the power of the mic. So what do you want to go back and forth with him? Not saying that you can't stand your ground, but it was some sucker shit. Give the last word. Go ahead.
It was some pure sucker shit on the behalf of Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. And I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I agree with everything that you just said. It was incumbent on a 56-year-old grown man to be speaking to his youngster and tell him he's sorry and show empathy. And he did not do that, but as the four-legged ground walker, the bootlicker that Stephen A. is, I pray to a living God that I see him in that yellow or orange jumpsuit. John Blaze, I'm out.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm looking for somebody from 917. I don't see you there. Ronnie, was there anything that I asked you to research before we continue on? I'm doing a lot here. I'm sipping and I'm smoking a cigar I don't like.
No, I just have two things on my list. Monty Woodgrain and your old friend with the pawned wedding ring.
Oh. Okay.
But I wanted to say one other thing about Stephen A. Smith.
Come on.
Because I just saw a clip today where he's sitting down with Don Lehman on CNN, and they're both dragging LeBron because he declined to reveal whether or not he's had the COVID vaccine. That is another example of Stephen going out of his way to attack somebody. If he's a sports analyst, whether or not LeBron has been vaccinated has nothing to do with, analyzing sports. That's a personal decision. And I'm sure that if LeBron had said, yes, I've been vaccinated, they would clip it and run it over and over and use it as, to encourage people to get the shot. If he said, no, I didn't get it, then they would further demonize him for, having the nerve to say that.
Right.
So that was just a really cheap shots. It was an entire segment, that they just degraded him.
Okay. Hang on a second. I want to just get this out before I forget. Okay, so I did mention Monty Woodgrain's new video on his YouTube channel, Monty Woodgrain. Go check that out. It's hysterical. Now, with regards to what you said, my old friend, no, she wasn't a friend. She was a beautiful coke whore. Beautiful coke whore. Salute to the coke whores of the world. Huh? Past, present, and those in the future. She hates my guts till this day, but I did not force her to sell the ring. We were both skied up. I simply said, hey, I know where they got it good. I can get it. But if you want to, release that thing that's sitting right there, I'll make the trip. She made the decision. I just want to say that. I don't know why I'm even telling you this goddamn story. It makes no sense. Hold on a second. Who's on the line? Area code 339. I don't see 339. I'm going to keep looking. Angel, thank you for your donation. I looked for you. I'm sorry, I don't see you. Brian got your donation. Jesse got your donation. Read my email from Easy. Okay, let me go to Super Chat. Whew. 813 Boss, good evening. Joe Budden all day. Logic caters to a fan base of low self-esteem vegans. And a Slaughterhouse song microphone. You had to Google that. Zell 912. Logic music. Incel rap. Hashtag beat music. Okay. King Key says, never forget Terrell Owens was on First Take and looked Stephen A. Smith dead in the face and said that Max Kellerman was blacker than him. Okay. Big Trey says, did you see academics say he don't want no more smoke with Rory and Mal? I don't think he said that. I saw him say for the little short clip that he said that he's already done them dirty enough. He didn't say he don't want no smoke, but thank you for your donation. Black Business on the check-in says, I was seeing how I can be one of your sponsors. We're upcoming porn entertainment company that only okay, send me an email. Here's my email address on the screen. But before that, please take notice to www.poorlegacy.com. A hell of a band, and they are great musicians as well. www.poorlegacy.com. Here's my email address with regards to business. Black Business, I got your super chat. Dirt Dog says, cut Stephen A. off after he used his platform to say OJ was guilty. Hashtag sucker. Also, at Monkeyware on IG. Okay. No, Hush Monkey. Don't I have one of your banners? Wait a minute. You're one of my older sponsors. That name sounds familiar. Hang on a second, Ronnie. Everybody hold on. I could have swore you were one of my older sponsors. If you are, do you want to get your banner back on the show? I see Twitter, I love to hustle. Hushmonkey.myshopify.com. There you are. Thank you for your donation. Hooker from Brooklyn says, I allegedly gave Stephen A. Smith some top. I know it was him because, okay, this is very graphic. I was sucking. Okay, I'm not going to read that. I can't. We've got community guidelines. Thank you so much, Hooker from Brooklyn, for your donation. Matt on the check-in says, I'm 36 years old and ordered some Blue Cross. Thanks, Star, for putting me on game. Okay. Salute to you. No Name Woman. Hey, Troy. Not sure if you remember me. We dated in the 80s. I'm Latina. We both was on the powder, and I tried to tongue. Okay, that's too graphic. No, I didn't date anybody in the 80s. I hung out with coke whores, you know. If you hung out with me in the 80s, We were chasing the powder. We were not a couple. We were both two fiends. But thank you for your donation. The Yo says, I'll take Joe over Logic. Ooh, 601. Really? Really? Are you there? 601? I just got your super chat. 601.
What's popping, yo?
Hey, how are you, sir? Where do you want to chime in?
Yeah, man. I'm taking Joe because back in high school, I listened to a lot of that Mood Music series and a couple of his albums, and I thoroughly enjoyed them.
Yeah.
And as far as Logic, I would never say Logic is trash or anything like that. Lyrically, he's on point, top notch. And his beats are pretty good. His beats are way better than Joe's.
Okay.
But content-wise, there's just nothing there for me. It's like eating a big bowl of popcorn and you still hungry right after. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing there,
Gotcha.
It's really, yeah. Joe has stuff that I can still go back to this day, And no, I can't name a Slaughterhouse song because I can't stand listening to Joel Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? That's just... I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up. And as far as Stephen A, with his response today, he would have done better just either not responding or inviting Kwame on the show rather than doing what he did. Anybody can make the little blooper video and make fun of him, but that's neither nor here or there. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of corny.
If I can jump in, I like what you're saying. And Kwame Brown, here's what many of us really appreciate about him. He's building his platform. Not that he needs to. He gets an NBA pension. He ain't sitting around broken and trying to figure shit out. He's a busy man throughout. He's a busy man throughout the day. He gets online when he finds the time. He's not trying to be styling or profiling, So he's not trying to rush up to jump on Stephen A. Smith's show. But I thought it would have been classy if Stephen A. Smith would say, hey, man, I'm jumping on a plane. I'm coming to the ATL. Let's have dinner and talk. As an OG, you got to do that sometimes. I sat here and spoke about a girl who, still hates my guts from the 80s. I didn't make her sell the goddamn her mother's wedding ring. She wanted to do that. Over the years, I have at least offered, hey, I can't get the ring back, but goddamn, let's go to Bergdorf Goodman. I know somebody who can, give you some free shit. I'm not going to pay for it because I wasn't wrong, but I can get you some free shit. And she still says, F you, I hope you die. But at least I offered it. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand that.
That's a crazy story. Pardon me, folks. Okay.
I get you when it comes to Stephen A, because like Stephen A kind of said, he really was mainly just talking about basketball, and once you get to that highest level, of course you're going to be talked about it. Everybody in the barbershops, me growing up, man, I always trashed Kwame Brown. But, it was nothing new, but you can't expect someone to not say something after so long, you know what I'm saying? People get tired of hearing it. Regardless of what the facts are, what the truth is, or what people may perceive may be the truth, right. Being called a bust or being called trash for 20 years, it'll wear on you. And I respect Kwame for responding, you know what I'm saying, in the manner that he did. And, that's just me on that, bro. Be easy, though, yo.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, 917, hold on. Stay there. I have to go to Super Chat. Folks are putting respect on my name. Hollis on the check. And when is someone going to test Stephen A. Smith's jaw? What is this? I was on stage with 50 Cent once upon a time drinking a cranberry vodka and cheesing. Ho-ass nigga. Okay. Sir, we don't wish any violence. We're not doing that, man. I'm not calling for nobody to do nothing, Stephen A. Smith. I mean, we appreciate what he does. But you have to evolve. I enjoy the dumb shit. But, I mean, I think sometimes before I say things with regards to other people, I don't like to, mention other content creators in any type of negative form or fashion. Not that I can't give a motherfucker some smoke. Oh, I can. I can get real indignant, vile, low down, and dirty, but it doesn't benefit me at this stage in my life. But thank you for your donation. Hollis, thank you for your other donation. FU too. Okay, I spoke to you. Matt. Just notice. I want you saucy and having that old nigger rage like Dick Gregory. Cussing niggas out. Rest in peace. Also, from time to time, I do go there. That's always going to be who I am. I don't deny that, you know. I'm a spoiled kid from the suburbs. Sometimes if you push me, I'll say anything with no fucks given. Any goddamn thing. I said some crazy shit. What's today? Thursday? I said some crazy shit to a girl on the phone Tuesday. I might share it with you. It was really fucked up. But give me a second. MVP got your donation. Big Aki, thank you. Big Aki says LMAO. Logic? Really? Joe Budden by a landslide. Nigga said Logic. Shaking my head. Hey, Big Aki. Hey, girl. Thank you for your donation. Lambo got your donation. Blade. Big Trey. Hold on, everybody. 917. That's a Brooklyn nigga. I know the area code. Let's go.
From the place that you love to hate, Brooklyn on the check-in. What's going on, Star?
My nigga. Brooklyn Kennedy, how you feeling?
First off,
you
a piece of shit. You knew damn well them D-boys wasn't gonna get that ring back. You knew once you gave that ring. You knew damn well that ring was going the moment that you gave. Put that in the head. You a piece of shit.
That's a whole fact. But hang on.
Talk about it was
hang on, Brooklyn Kennedy. I didn't tell her I was going to pawn it. I said, listen, I know where they got it good. I didn't say I can get the ring back.
You ain't have to tell her. You ain't have to tell her.
Why should I tell her? Why should I tell her?
Yo, Star, you's a grimy, chicey nigga. You knew
that's a fact. Come on. That's a whole fact. Come on.
All you was worried about was getting lifted that night. You give a damn about that goddamn.
Come on. Talk your talk.
Yo, listen, but Kwame, I gotta go in on Stephen A.
Let's go.
He gotta cut it out. First off, you can't be saying you're not talking personal about someone, and you calling him a bona fide scrub, and you saying that he's a bum and don't deserve to be playing in the NBA. You're basically trying to hinder him from getting money or trying to hinder him from taking care of his family.
Yeah.
So how is that not personal? And why don't you have that same energy for your colleague Kendrick Perkins, okay, whose stats is worse than Kwame Brown?
Okay.
So you would never tell Kendrick Perkins, who's now one of the main colleagues. He's going back and forth with him now about Russell Westbrook, because Kendrick Perkins said that the Wizards was supposed to win game 2, so they going back and forth. That's now one of his new. It looks like they're trying to usher him in to either, I don't want to say replace Max or maybe add him to the show, or whatever the case may be. So you don't have that same energy for him.
Yeah.
Because Kwame Brown actually averaged 1 point higher than him and the same amount of rebounds. So what are you talking about all these stats for? You never made it to the NBA.
Yeah.
You can't call nobody a bum.
Stephen A. Smith, let me jump in. He said within his response to Kwame Brown, he said, I'm a scrub. No, you're not a scrub, Stephen A. Smith. You're a player hater. You never played the game.
He never made it.
Never made it.
Yeah, you never even made it. So how is he a scrub? And what does that say about your colleague Kendrick Perkins? Yeah. They both played the same amount of seasons. Yeah. And Kwame Brown got just the same stats.
Yeah. What does that say about Stephen A. Smith's lineage? Does he? I don't want to get too disrespectful, but sometimes you come from a bloodline that the blood is tainted, soft bones, all sorts of shit.
Facts.
Go ahead.
Facts. and Kwame Brown made it to the league while he was injured. He spoke about how one of his hands, I think his left hand, he said the medical term for the bone, but basically his left hand was broken, and he still made it to the league.
Yeah.
Still averaged 20-plus points and all that.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hear nothing about your injuries and try to use that as an excuse for why you ain't make it, Stephen A. Smith, because there's plenty of players who was injured and still made it.
Facts.
That's a whole fact.
That's a whole fact.
So
Yeah, man.
I don't know what the fuck Stephen A. is. My bad. I don't know what he's talking about. He's wilding out here.
I'll even say this. Hang on a second. As an older person, I said some shit about Ebony K. Williams the other night. I thought I kept it kind of disrespectfully and just a little couple of shots because she was talking crazy about Joe Budden. Ebony K. Williams. I don't know if you're in a relationship. I don't know if you even give a goddamn. But if you ever find yourself in the Atlanta area, I would like to buy you a cup of coffee. Ebony K. Williams. As an yo, fall back, Brooklyn Kennedy, fall back. As an older man, I don't want to be attacking anybody, a younger person. You're doing the damn thing. You're high stepping. Your man left you in the pandemic. Whatever. But you're doing the damn thing. If you ever need a cup of coffee in Atlanta, holler at me. I'll get on the highway. I'll push that V12 to wherever you are, wood grain gripping, and buy you a cup of coffee and drive you to the airport. Jump in there, Brooklyn Kennedy. Jump in there.
Do your thing, Star. Do your thing.
Come on.
But yeah, Joe. As far as Joe Budden and Logic, I never thought that Joe Budden was a top tier MC. I think it's blasphemous when he compares himself. He said one time on his podcast that back when the mixtape scene was heavy, it was D Block, it was G Unit, it was Dipset, it was Lil Wayne, and then it was me. No, it wasn't. I've bought plenty of mixtapes. I know all of them. I know Cutmaster C, DJ K Slay, DJ Clue, DJ White Owl. You was never one of the top tier elite MCs throughout that time. I don't know why he feels this way.
Hang on. I have to jump in here and I have to put some respect on one of my homies from Staten Island by the name of Pablo. Pablo, if you're out there, I still fuck with you, my nigga. I would love to hear from you. Pablo put me up on Joe Budden's Mood Music series. And when I took that $500,000 from the Russian mafia, literally, and I helped them launch a dance station, I think it was 2009, called Pulse 87, Joe Budden came on the show. We're sitting there smoking cigarettes first thing in the goddamn morning, and that Mood Music series was fire. Fire. How many albums did he do, Ronnie, or mixtapes? Was that 3? Anybody know? I can never clown Joe as an artist. I wasn't fucking with Slaughterhouse, but that Mood Music series was crazy. Do you guys know, Ronnie or Brooklyn Kennedy?
Nobody knows because it was trash.
Stop. It was not. Ronnie, jump in there. Ronnie.
I wouldn't say it was trash. What I would say is that he needed a better mixer. He needed better production. That was trash. The production and the playback and the sound quality was bad. But
the bars were crazy. He did a 15-minute, I forget what it was. You can't clown Joe with his bars. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. I can think of off the top of my...
Top tier, Brooklyn Kennedy. Top tier. Go ahead.
Stop. At 56, you be quoting these young cats bars.
I'm 57.
Joe
57.
I'm sorry. At 57, you be quoting bars from younger artists today.
Yeah.
And old school bars from way back. Quote to me a Joe quotable, please.
Yeah, but I'm not like a Joe Budden dictionary. But I'm just saying I listened intensely during that period, and I said, "Yo, this is crazy." No, I can't say.
And as you listen intensely, you can't quote to me nothing from him because he's trash. All we know from him is Pump It Up. Joe is trash. I don't know why people put him in the mix of a Lil Wayne, of all these other top tier MCs. He's the only one-hit wonder bum who gets this credit. Nobody can quote to me no bars from him other than Pump It Up. He's trash. Mood music, trash. All of them Love Lost, trash. I ask people all the time, quote to me something hot. I could spit to you Remy Ma, the hot verse from Lean Back. We know Lloyd Banks.
Let's go. Stop. Let's go. Spit the Remy verse. You just said it. Spit it.
R to the easy, M to the wizard, the dawn stay greasy, my arm stay, got a day that ain't, I'm in the 740 for Zive, and I just bought a bike so I could ride till I die, matching jacket, and I can go through that whole thing. We all know that verse. We don't know nothing like that from Joe. All we know from him is Pump It Up. Okay. We know Lloyd Banks' victory freestyle. We know we can spit hot things or a line or two or something. You can't give me nothing from Joe but Pump It Up.
Hang on a second. Do you know these bars, Brooklyn Kennedy? Do you know these bars? I'm in the hood because I'm hood. Hang on. Just listen. I'm in the hood because I'm hood. You're in the hood because you got no choice. Who said that?
Lloyd Banks. You see how you just did that with Lloyd Banks?
Hang on.
You can't do that.
Hang on. Are you sure that was Lloyd Banks?
I'm positive. I'm in the hood because I'm hood. You in the hood because you ain't got no choice.
Okay.
That's when he was responding to Murder Inc. and them, and I think he was talking about Black Child or Cadillac Top when they was dissing them.
Yeah.
That's Lloyd Banks.
Put some respect on Blue Hefner's name.
Did that?
Okay. Hold on. Stay with me. I don't want you to rush off the line. 904. Is that my basketball aficionado? 904.
Yo, Star, I'm in the building. I heard Academics is looking for me, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, you got to come closer to the phone. I'm not up to speed. Was Academics clapping at you, or was somebody just trolling?
I mean, I don't know. If anybody has some official, I guess, audio, let me know, because I didn't catch any diss last night when I watched this live. But let's get these topics. What's popping?
All right, I have Ronnie on the line, and also Brooklyn Kennedy. Did you see Stephen A. Smith respond to Kwame Brown?
Yeah, I seen Stephen A. Smith respond, and the thing that came off wrong in the first place is him including everybody that Kwame Brown dissed as if they're like forming like Voltron, or this is some type of Boule Black delegation against Kwame Brown. You know what I'm saying? I think he even threw Big Teeth Boyce Watkins in the mix, talking about Kwame Brown came at him too. And as Kwame Brown should, Boyce Watkins is trying to give the blueprint.
Can I ask you not to take shots at Boyce Watkins? You know, I don't do that, man. Don't do that, please.
Yeah, and then he sat around and, like I said, he called out everybody who Kwame Brown had a diss with, and then he sat there and played the highlight tape of all of his misses, the air balls, the free throws, and sat around and said, I'm not coming at you as a man, I'll come at you about your playing career. I come at a lot of people. The only difference is you can't take it. And at that point, I got to give Steve A some credit. That is a point. Some athletes can take the criticism. Some athletes can't. You talk to certain athletes, they'll tell you that just what comes with the price of fame, and we get paid handsomely to take this type of criticism. And you have people like Kwame Brown who doesn't want to have it. He's not tolerating it anymore. So from that standpoint, Stephen A. Smith has a point. We've been doing this. I've done it for years. If you have a problem with it, okay, cool. But it's not a groundswell of a whole bunch of major athletes that's going to come out and ban Stephen A. Smith or what Stephen A. Smith is saying in his talking points. Okay. And my main thing at the end of the day is he should have maybe came out there and said, you know, hey, I apologize, my bad, and just sat on it. But he is going to do the bidding that everybody else can't do. He feels like his ego's too big. He doesn't want to be the next body Kwame Brown catches, even though Kwame Brown already caught it. Mm-hmm. He's trying to double back, and he's trying to be the last line defense. And I think it kind of fell miserably because he didn't do it with any type of strategy or any type of, you know what I'm saying, like thought to it. It was just Stephen A. doing his Stephen A. skit.
Okay, now hang on a second. Ronnie, Brooklyn Kennedy, Florida Boy J, how old is Stephen A. Smith? Someone please give me his exact age. Please Google. I did not get a chance to do it earlier. I need to know how old this man is.
I believe he's 51.
Sir, can you Google? Can you Google? Please, don't guess. You have technology in front of you. Please, let's get his accurate age. It should be right there somewhere. Give him a second.
3.
Say again.
53.
53.
53.
Once you hit the 50 mark, you have to start moving different. It doesn't mean you're scared. Doesn't mean you're shook. But at 50, you should have achieved a certain amount of success, whatever your measure of success is, and you should be more in a position of trying to help others. Now, if you have not achieved anything and you're still just on some goofball shit, that's a reflection on you. But I think that he should have taken more time, more effort to at least say, hey, man, that was once upon a time. I'm coming to Atlanta. Let's break bread and go from there. Doesn't mean he's punking himself, Stephen A. Smith. Doesn't mean he was on some sucker shit, Giving somebody a $200 Dwayne Reed gift card, that would have been some sucker shit. That would have been some sucker shit. God forgive me, I'm snitching on myself tonight. FBJ, hang on a second. FBJ, are you sure academics didn't take a shot at you? 3 people sent me Cash App saying, yo, is FBJ going to clap back? Has Ack got your name in his mouth? Something on Clubhouse. What happened, my nigga? The fuck?
Listen, maybe they're trolling. I have no idea if Ack said anything or Ack had my name in his mouth. If it happened, I need to see some receipts. I need to see something proving that he did because I haven't caught it. I've been on Clubhouse since this morning when we did our Good Morning Clubhouse room, so I haven't been able to see anything. So if somebody has some information or audio that academics says something, just please send it to me or send it to Star.
Yo, Brooklyn Kennedy, before you go, my nigga, anything else you want to mention? Any tea that we need to be up on? And Ronnie, did you check your email, Ronnie? I sent you something. Somebody did a meme on Brooklyn Kennedy. Did you see it? Crazy.
No, I'm gonna check it right now.
Brooklyn Kennedy, you there?
I think I've seen that shit.
You lit, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm here.
Let me send that shit to Brooklyn Kennedy also. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, it's no tea, nothing that we didn't already cover already. As far as the Vivica Fox, she now clapping at 50 Cent's girl, Cuban Link. So, because when she said all that, Cuban Link just commented in the shade room. She put, oh, that's so cute, and put a little violin. And she like, oh, you scared? You don't be nervous that I'm going to take your man. You ain't got to worry about me. I said that I'm happy. So she's talking like she could still get 50, and it's like 50 made it clear that he's been done with you. Like, this chick is really delusional. like 50 wants nothing to do with you. Like, why do you think that you actually have a chance?
Right.
Something's wrong with this shit.
Hey, Brooklyn Kennedy, before you go, now I'm not trying to get you to telling yourself, but have you ever, gone down the path that I did earlier? I admitted that girl, she was looking for, she wanted to keep skiing down the slopes, and I said, hey, I know where they got it good. You ever been there?
Nah. Never stop. Nah, I don't even smoke.
Okay. But as a Brooklyn nigga, you peeped the game, though, right? You peeped the game.
Of course I do. A mile ahead. A mile ahead. Stay up, my G. Stay up.
Yo, check your email. I just sent you something. Check your email. Salute.
All
right. Everybody, hold on. Yeah, I didn't twist that girl's arm. Fuck. I just said, hey, I know they got it good. What do you want to do? I never said I can get the ring back. We were sniffing lovely. She had to go to work the next day. She had bags under her eyes. And back in the 80s, the models, they used to put Preparation H up under their eyelids. If their shit was like that, you'd put the Preparation H there, and it would pull your shit back together. Oh, that bitch was fire. It's just fire. 347, I got your donation. 347, good evening, good evening.
Star, what's going on?
Rory, what up, man? How are you?
Everything is good, man. I can't believe you were hollering out my name before. You're a player hater, man.
What are you talking about? Listen,
Come on, man.
Rory, you spend Skrilla here. People want to see more of you. I'm trying to help you promote your upcoming project. What do you mean I'm a player hater? People are
You're a player hater by the way you said. By the way you said, oh, Ronnie caught a body on Rory last night. I see that in the comments. You ain't never said that for me when I caught a body.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Now, hang on a second.
Nah, come on, man.
Hang on. They're saying in the comments, Ronnie caught a body. A lot of people saying that, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, she got a little shot in last night when it was 3-on-1, and she was, interrupting me.
Rory.
And you were
Rory.
you were, driving.
Rory, with all due respect, Rory, she put you down last night.
Right.
She put you down, but let's not focus on that. Come on, it's a brand new night, man. I appreciate your donation.
Hey, it's a brand new night. Spill the wine, dig that pearl, man.
Okay, Stephen A. Smith.
Hey,
Rory.
What's up, Ronnie? What's going on?
I really wasn't trying to clown your girlfriend, I'm sure the transformation.
You got that little punch in last night. I was happy for you. Because I could tell you were smiling.
Right, Rory, please, can we not do this again tonight? The topic,
right.
Rory, the topic is Stephen A. Smith responds to Kwame Brown. Can we go there, please?
Yeah, we could go there. Stephen A. Smith, what does he have to say?
Did you see
he
it?
Already been called.
Did you see the video? Rory, did you see the video?
Seen it.
Rory, did you see the video?
I see the video, and I seen the videos of Kwame before that, putting in work on Stephen A. Even before that,
okay.
He's right. He's dead right. I mean, the guy's a full-grown man going around to college campuses talking about a kid, and he never got Brown's name out of his mouth. And this whole ESPN thing with Skip Bayless and him, it's a new thing. They used to report on the sports and maybe say something once in a while about the player's personality, but they never had a whole show where they would dig at people and go in on people, right. And like Oprah Winfrey the whole thing. Right. You know what I mean? And it's disgraceful. I agree with him wholeheartedly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you,
gotcha.
They're playing a sport.
Rory.
They're not putting themselves out there.
Rory.
What's up, babe?
I do you accept my apology? I want you to know I wasn't trying to clown your girlfriend,
Oh, you feel good about yourself. I'm glad Roddy, I'm glad you feel good about yourself. I'm glad you got one punch in. I'm glad you got one punch in.
I'm sure the transformation your girlfriend went through takes balls. So, I have a great deal of respect for that guy.
You know what? The show started smelling really bad. I was stacking up bodies. It was like a morgue over there. So I'm glad you got a punch in.
Rory, last night after everyone left when I was cleaning the coat room, I overheard you arguing with some guy, and then I saw you both go outside to exchange blows.
You saw that?
Oh!
Yes.
If we were exchanging blows, that would have been me and your husband.
Folks, the show's over.
Real quick.
The best part.
Speaking of coach checking.
One at a time. One at a time. Rory, hang on. One at a time. Please. One at a time. One at a time.
All right.
Yeah. So the best part.
Ronnie, it's summertime. You don't need to be here. Stark could save some money. He could lay you off until it gets cold again, and you could come back when it's time to check people's coats. As of right now, we wearing short sleeve T-shirts. You're not really needed. He could bring Dana with the smoke back in, and we could have some fun.
All right, please don't mention Dana. She's not on the line. Okay, Ronnie, you responding? I want to move forward, guys. Is Ronnie responding? What are we doing?
Maybe I should take a break because I'm still a little traumatized after what I saw last night. I'm leaving out the fact that the guy was a BBC, so I literally caught you with a foot in your mouth.
Man, you live by the boardwalk. You sell hot dogs on the boardwalk in Asbury Park, New Jersey. How you see me?
All right. Okay, guys, we're not doing the yelling. We're having a good conversation about Stephen A. Smith. I want to keep it there. Rory, anything else? Oh, hey, I need you on this, Rory. I don't know if you up to speed on Logic. Who's the better rapper, Joe Budden or Logic? Rory.
I would say the white boy all day.
Really?
He's moving units in this day and time, and Joe Budden is like he's like FBJ, like he's a fashion police type of dude. He's over there on hip hop and loving hip hop, wearing fedoras and stuff. He looks stupid. At a slaughterhouse, nobody could touch Joel Ortiz, man. Joel Ortiz, the truth from Brooklyn. He could mop all of them in a minute.
Hey, yo, keep my name out your dick sucking lips, man.
Oh, here we go. You gotta curse. You gotta go load out and curse. Come on, man. Are you walking with a switch or talking with a switch
I'm just
tonight?
reiterating what you've done before.
Come on, Keisha.
And telling you
What
keep my
happened,
name out of
Keisha?
your mouth. That's it.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, what happened?
Rory, I got to get back to the topic, man. Anything else? Final words on Stephen A. Smith responding to Kwame Brown? I got to stay on this topic tonight. I got to.
My final word on the topic is that Jonathan from Florida is scared to act. Somebody told me they were getting at my neck. I would get up their neck immediately.
All right.
I wouldn't need no receipts.
Rory,
Scared
good to
to
talk
death,
to you.
Scared to look.
Well, good to talk to you, man.
Always, Star.
Thank you, man. Okay, Rory on the check-in, yeah. Folks, I want to stay focused on the topic tonight. Hang on a second. Folks, at the top of the live chat box, you will see the PayPal information. If you don't have Cash App, your donations are appreciated. I have 2 new people helping me with the channel. I have been told to ask you, please hit the like button if you appreciate the content, okay? Mind's Eye. Stephen A. went 10 toes down. Frock whoever don't like it, okay? Big Aki says, LOL. Hey, girl, question mark. Ain't you the same nigga that moved to the gay capital of Atlanta? LOL, F out of here with your Astroland, cotton candy, colored hill figure. Yeah, man, hate if you must, huh? There it is. Thank you, Big Aki. Purr. Ebony K. Williams. Someone pretending to be, or maybe that's her, I don't know. If you ever met me, you'd have your face in my box every morning, and you'd be buying me some red bottoms, you half-breed. Okay, and then she's using a curse word. Keep my name out your mouth. Ebony K. Williams. Thank you, darling, for your donation. Did I read 813 Boss? I think I did. I most certainly did. Okay, FBJ, back to you, man. Who's the better rapper, FBJ, Joe Budden or Logic? This comes by way of according to hip hop folks on Instagram and Facebook. 2 hours ago, they had 5,000 votes, and it was a very close, or is, pardon me, a very close poll. Who's the better rapper? FBJ, who do you got?
I would like to start off by quoting some Logic bars from a song he has called Mixed Feelings.
Really?
When the whites got whiter and the blacks got blacker, I was hurting, doing everything I can, perceived as a white boy with the soul of a black man. God damn. Looking up to Malcolm X, studying his speeches, underlying text. How can I be a white devil if my parents had sex? Because I'm black and I'm white and I'm proud of every word I recite. Listen, I'm not biracial or I'm not suicidal or depressed, so their catalogs have no interest to me. Joe Budden, I literally know about 2 or 3 songs, and I wasn't here listening to music or the Slaughterhouse. And when it comes to what's his face, Logic, I don't listen to Tragic Mulatto bars. I don't do that. So I mean, if you got to twist my arm and ask me, I'll say Joe Budden just because he has more listenable music. But I'm not gonna listen to no Tragic Mulatto, cry about him white passing in black music. I'm not going to do that. So I'll just say Joe by default.
Well, now hang on, Florida Boy Jay. Aren't you and Logic the same complexion?
Star, stop playing me, man. You know me and Logic is not the same complexion. You see multiple pictures. The pictures I sent you and my old lady, my arm was darker than Logic. Come on, man.
Well,
come on, man.
It looks like sometimes the lighting makes it look darker. Sometimes you look a little lighter, man. But okay, so you're a brown complexion, complected person, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody has ever second guessed my blackness or my no.
Gotcha.
Black man.
Okay. Guys, hold on a second. Mark, I got your donation. Mark says that wasn't me earlier, Star. Okay, Star, I don't remember, but thank you for your donation. Troy, got your donation. He says, from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, your friend till the end. Do I know you, sir? I was in Scotch Plains maybe 7 years ago. I go back from time to time to see some of the older families that I knew from the 70s. And the late 60s. But thank you for your donation, Troy. Jules. Hey, Jules. Where are you? Area code 646. Is that Jules on the line? 646. Yes, no?
Yep.
Okay. Are you Jules? That's a different number. You're not Jules.
Star? Nah. This is not Jules. This is Low Spot. What up?
Okay. Can you hold on a second? Somebody sent in a donation. I do show preference to
sent in one, too.
those who don't. Okay.
I sent in one, too.
Okay, what's going on, man? What's happening? How are you?
Good, man. Everything is good. Just calling to talk about Stephen A. for a minute.
What'd you think? You saw his response via Stephen A.'s World. He claims he dropped the mic.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weak, but I feel like he's kind of just protecting his sources. You know, I look at Stephen A. He's a journalist, and I think the battery was put in his back by other people on the whole Kwame thing, because I've never seen a sports personality talk about a player the way that Stephen A. talked about Kwame.
Okay.
You've never seen that before. It's definitely a one-of-a-kind thing, and I think Kwame's been getting at it in his lives, too. Like, somebody was paying Stephen A. to go up there and say that shit.
Okay.
But you know, and I don't want to, you know, it's a lot of speculation, so I'm not going to go too deep on that, but I definitely think that's the plot, and Stephen A's kind of got to cover it up. So he's going to stick to the script. He's going to stick to the highlights. He's going to stick, you know, that's what he's going to do. He's not really going to address what Kwame's saying. But,
well, hang on a second. You know, media is different now. Social media is very, very important with regards to media. I love the fact that people can speak up, speak out, and be part of the conversation. This is not 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, where you had to simply accept what these machines put out there. I don't dislike Stephen A. Smith. I think he's great at what he does. But now we have a situation where someone was indeed bullied by the media. He said nothing that I can find for 20 years. Nothing. He played the game. He took the shots, the insults. He took them.
That's a good point, because I feel like Stephen A. was doing his Kwame thing before the social media era, and now that we're in this era where Kwame could actually respond, it's different, and like Stephen A's got to adjust to the reality that he's in now. Like, he can't just go up there, get the battery in his back, say shit, and then not get checked for it. So that's you know, that's the reality. But Joe Budden and Logic, real quick before I go, stuff.
Who's a better rapper? Who's a better rapper?
Yeah, I agree with FPJ. I think they're both fairly depressive rappers, but I'm gonna give it to Joe just because I think he fathered the style that Logic came in and kind of crushed it with. So I'm gonna give it to Joe because he fathered the style.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Okay. Jose, got your donation. Logic's song Nikki reminds me of Ronnie. Okay, I've not heard that song. Franklin, got your donation. All right, guys, I'm going to try to get some more cold here, but I want to talk. I just feel like talking. Franklin, I do not see. I think I just spoke to Franklin. I did. That was you I spoke to, 646. Thank you, Franklin. Matthew got your donation. Logic over Joe. Joe can't turn a nerd into a rapper. Okay. Maurice got your donation. Jesse got your donation. This is a Hilfiger shirt. Don't get it twisted. Jesse. Tyrone got your donation. The life you save will be your own. Please get that quote right, Tyrone. The life you save will be your own. My uncle used to say that. Stick Talk got your donation. Thank you. Rory, thank you. Matthew again. Paul got your donation. Lucani. NYS Ranger. Taylor got your donation. Amber, hey, Amber, how are you? JR, are you on the line? JR, a few more calls. I think we've pretty much combed through this, Ronnie. Yes, this whole Stephen A. Smith thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we've left any stones unturned. Area code 718. Good evening. Are you there? 718. Talking about Stephen A. Smith responding.
Yo, Star, what up?
How are you, sir?
This is JR. I hit the cash out with a different number.
Hey, salute,
I was
man.
able to get through on this.
How are you, sir? Thank you.
Salute. So yeah, in regards to what I think Brooklyn Kennedy was saying about Joe Budden being trash, I'm not a Joe Budden fan by any means, right? But the thing about Joe Budden was that he compared himself to G Unit and all the other cats, right? They appealed to a certain audience, like the street mixtape circuit, right? The thing about Joe Budden is he went into like sort of obscurity where he was appealing to a certain audience. He wasn't appealing to like the mixtape cats, and he was going to like another side, like appealing to like the backpacker type internet mixtape cats. You know what I'm saying? So when he got with Slaughterhouse, the thing with Slaughterhouse, like I always heard of Crooked Eye for years. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was nice until like some of my favorite rappers like Royce, like Joel, like all got together.
I like Royce da 5'9", in case I didn't make that clear. I think he's one of the most significant, necessary rappers to come along the last 15 years. I like Royce da 5'9". But as a collective, Slaughterhouse wasn't feeling them. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling them too much. I like their first album, like really, but like the thing about that, like when they got together, I think they got a lot of like each individual's fans together. Like there was Crooked Eye fans, there was like Royce fans, Joe Budden fans. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And a lot of fans got together, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I will say, like, even though I'm not a Joe Budden fan like that, he's a bit of a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? He is an elite rapper, and I can't really say he's trash because I haven't heard his music like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about what I don't know about. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'll just leave it at that. Like, I'll choose Joe Budden over Logic for the same reason FBJ was talking about. Like, I can't listen to that weirdo mulatto shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gotcha.
But Logic, you know, like bar for bar, I guess he's in the elite in his own right, just straight bars. I would say the same thing about Eminem. Like subject matter is not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As far as Stephen A. Smith, like I casually watch the highlights or whatever, like, and like over the years, he'll say some slick shit about Kwame Brown. I'll be like, man, this nigga kind of wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get too deep into it.
Well, hang on, sir. Did you see his response? I want to focus on his response. I don't want to do a whole history of Stephen A. Smith.
My bad.
His response. Did you see it?
Nah, I didn't see his response, but I did see like.
Okay, sir. Please don't talk a hole in my head. The response is what I'm focused on today. But thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Take care.
Sir. Thank you. Okay. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it. I appreciate the donation, though. FBJ, back to you, man. What happened on Clubhouse this morning? Because two people said academics came at your neck. Was Ack in your room, or did you guys
go in each other's?
What? I'm just asking, man.
Nah, hell no, man. Academics ain't coming our damn clubhouse room this morning, man. No. Nah, man. Nah. If that's what they talking about, then that's clearly a lie. That's what I'm talking. No. Salute to the presidential suite and all love in clubhouse and good morning clubhouse rooms, but academics didn't come there this morning. So if that's what they're trying to refer to and talk about, no, academics did not come at me directly or indirectly on clubhouse.
Okay. I don't know what they were talking about. What's going on?
Yeah, it's cool.
What's going on with your podcast? When is your next episode coming out?
Yeah, we are going to shoot our next episode next week. We're probably going to shoot for Tuesday because I know it's Memorial Day weekend and we all got plans. So we're probably going to go ahead and chill out and shoot for Tuesday. We're going to drop it the same day now that we got a laptop. I kind of showed that off in the part 2 of the visual that I got out on my Instagram. But yeah, all the numbers are up. All the numbers are doing good. Actually, the last episode up to date is my 4th most downloaded episode so far. So it's just shooting up the ranks. I appreciate, like I said, everybody supporting it. Everybody hit me up. Salute to Ronnie for retweeting it earlier today and getting more people to listen to it. So yeah, just shout out. Salute to everybody who supports.
Hey man, before I forget, tomorrow, if you have time in the morning, holler at me early. I need some assistance from you. I need some assistance if you can help me out, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. Good to talk to you, man. Have a great night.
All right, you and Ronnie, have a great night.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Okay, FBJ on the check. And hold on, Ronnie. All right. I think we had a healthy discussion here tonight. Stephen A. Smith did not drop the mic. I don't have to clown and disrespect the man, but I thought that was weak. Not that you have to agree with me, Ronnie, but what do you think this is now between Stephen A. Smith and Kwame Brown? You say you watched some of Kwame Brown's response to Stephen A. Smith's response, yes?
Yes, I did get to catch a portion of Kwame's response, and it was a very tempered, well-measured response. He was sitting there calmly responding to him. He wasn't ranting and raving as Stephen A. Characterized his prior videos, and he was explaining himself. And what I caught from the clip that I saw is that basically it's very easy to put together a clip of somebody's bloopers. Much of what we saw in the footage was at a time when he was injured, and he stated, he has doctors that can back all of that up. So that was really a low blow, on Stephen's part. And I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of Kwame's response, because I don't know if, he went on to get charged up or, if he fired on somebody else or what. But I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate your assistance, and I'm going to shut this down. I got to get up early. Good to talk to you. If anything else jumps off tonight and you want to shoot me a text, I'll be up for another hour, okay?
Okay, Star. Take care.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Reckless Ronnie on the check and holding me down. This cigar was trash. I didn't like the cigar. Paul, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Via Cash App. Say my name, I got your donation. Derek's is garbage. You mean Derek's? My cousin Derek's. Hey, Denise. Thank you for your donation, Denise. Who is this here? Brian got your donation. Thank you, Brian. Salute to you, sir. I think that's Brian who does some really, really good singing, huh? Hiram, how are you? Support the Hater Fund. I appreciate you. Back to PayPal donations. Big Key says, LOL, is that the same snap you gave Burger King workers because they told you they don't serve crab legs? For my crab legs, I go to Juicy Crab, Papa Do's. There's another place I go to sometimes. Hang on a second. They got some really, really good crab legs. Is it Wild Crab? Hold on. Wild crab. Thank you, Big Aki. Thank you, girl. Okay. Zama CPT. I'm not surprised FBJ listens to Logic. He is just as confused as Logic is. Respect black women, bro. Okay. Is it Cass Hound? Star, Kush, Tito's, always a good time. Okay. Thank you, sir, for your donation. Mind's Eye, thank you. And I think that's it, guys. Please make sure that you pay attention to my sponsors. Let me take a little time. And anybody else who wants to be a sponsor on the show, please hit me via email so we can talk about it and get you guys what I consider to be prime real estate, okay? Check this band out and tell them I sent you, okay? Poor Legacy. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.